Hello once again. Hey, it's Dan down here in the workshop. I'm continuing with the build of the Sky Ranger 40. I'm working on the left wing. It's going along pretty good, but I'm at the point of where I have to apply these cap strips to the bottom, and I've had to do them, of course, on the other side. And I've got it. These are pretty handy. If you don't have any of these are old shot bags. I'm also a shotgunner, so you take the shot bags and you fill them full of birdseed. Here's another one. I got them. They come in handy. And this was 3 pounds. This one's 2.5 pounds. But you just replace the shot with birdseed. But I do use the shot bags. A little bit of shot right here. I think that's number 7 shot. Put double bags, and that makes nice little weights also to hold your stuff down. But anyway, here's the wing. She's looking pretty good, but you can see these cap strips. I hope you have to measure and mark them and glue them down. But there's a note in the plans. Here's the note. It says, "Note, it may be necessary to soak these strips in water to soften them to allow them to curve around the sharp curves of the ribs." And well, believe me, that is true. So what I had to do, I thought I'd share, is develop a special jig. And the special jig is right over here. It's basically an old piece of 2x4. Here's a piece of 2x4 I've had in the shop. You take the 2x4 and you get some straight, I don't know what penny nails are, but just straight nails, and you mark the arc of one of these cap strips. One of the spars. Take a spar and mark the arc, and then you pound these nails down in there. Pound them down in about as close as you can get them. So then you cut your cap strips. You take these cap strips, and I had to borrow my wife's teapot here, the good old Cuisinart teapot. Put them in here, and you actually have to put a little lead sinker on them. You wrap the top with a rubber band, and you hang this weight on it because they float. Balsa is very buoyant, as you know. So I got them all in there, and you let them boil. Put it on boil for about 10 minutes. And then you come over here, you take them one at a time. You start, and you push them through between the nails. Push them between and push them all the way down. So now I've done all that. So I have 7 strips. I hope you can see them. 7 strips drying out, and when they're done, they will have a curve to them that will make them much easier to go around and glue on the top. If you don't, every time it's right up here, this front joint, on the leading edge, it breaks right off. It'll crack, and then you can put a little epoxy on it, but when you finally make this curve right here, it'll crack. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to start up here. I'm going to run the glue down here, run it down. I put this front one in here, and when they're curved like that, it makes it pretty easy. You just put the glue in here, and then you start this edge, and then you run it back. And by the way, I mark the center of this, of where every one of these go. I mark them with a pen. I mark the strip. Put a little mark right here. So that's the center. And down here is the center. And on the strip itself, I put a little dash. Then I line up the dashes. I'm going to start here, and then you just press them down, and you hold them as you go. Keep pressing them down. Hold them for about 30 seconds, and the epoxy will hold them. Or not epoxy, but the CA glue will hold them. And I've tried several different CA kind of glues. This stuff is pretty good. This rapid fuse, all-purpose, that works good, but it's a little slower drying. I had a bottle of CA glue from Tower Hobbies. It was working just great, but it was 2 ounces. And son of a gun, you use that stuff for a couple days, and then the cap dries up and gets all hard, and you got half a bottle left. So don't buy it in 2-ounce bottles. Buy it in little small quantities. And here is this is good as anything. You've got a Harbor Freight store, just go there and get some of their super glue 3-pack. They have a 10-pack, I guess, but I don't know, I must not have had enough lunch money that day. Just bought a 3-pack, but it works great. Put it on there and run it on down. Other than that, it's been going. The wing is shaping up. I got the other wing done, and using the old trick, you do have to come to this point where you start building these servo pockets, and you put the cover on. You got to put a little string in there, and you tape it down and bring it out. Bring the string up this way, out through these holes, so you can pull the wire for the servos when you get ready. But other than that, it's going slow, but hey, what else you got to do in January in Virginia in a rain and snowstorm? So good thing to do, good way to pass the day. I enjoy it. So I hope this helps you if you're building your airplane. So be safe and safe flying out here.